This is what the actual app experience looks like. It is created every single day, every single morning. A new set of activities are provided to the user based on their onboarding and based on their progress, based on what they've learned. The AI coach will give you things, all the lessons, there are video lessons from me, guided audio meditations from me. It'll give the user all these things in a sequence, but the tone of the coach is different for everybody. The specific goals, the pacing of it, all those things are different based on you and what your needs are. Jenny, for day one, has a few activities to do. The first one is the daily safety score, where she simply puts in what level of safety she's currently at, and then has an opportunity to put in some notes. So we'll say Jenny types in, had a warm tea on my couch with my orange lamp shade. Not just a lamp shade, but it's on a lamp. Felt great last night, we'll say. Feeling mostly regulated today. So you put that in, and then every time you give the coach an input, it'll prepare some insights or feedback or just like a encouragement, basically. And I'll let you read that there. If you want to pause here and read it, go ahead. I'm going to skip, not skip, but I'm going to move on to the next thing. The next one, if you see a little typing right here, is because this is the test version of it. The real version of it has, it's much cleaner and very fast, and actually has some pretty little bells and whistles here and there. So then the coach gives Jenny the next piece of her onboarding sequence, and as a new user, you'll get this as well. And it's a video from me just saying, hey, welcome. I'm not going to play that. After that, every single day there's a mindful moment. It's a really quick 30-second thing that focuses on using your senses. That does increase, it should increase in, it should get a little bit more challenging over time. This Jenny here is a beginner, and so it's giving her a really simple activity. So there's mindful moment, and then there's setting the first intention, and this should be it's a opportunity just to tell the coach what your intentions are or what your goals are, and then every day you'll get a takeaway where the coach, has a text-based takeaway to read through. And that's really what the day's activities look like. This is just day one. So as Jenny goes on and as you go on, you'll get the actual lessons beyond the onboarding. The lessons like learning the polyvagal theory, building the strength of your safety state, and even really advanced self-regulation skills. Over time, the coach will just give you those. If you want to go faster, you can. All you got to do is go over to the coach tab here and say, type in something like, I'm ready to get my next lesson, or I want to move faster, or let's focus on safety more than polyvagal theory, and it should make those adjustments for you. You could even type into the coach, let's do something like, I am confused about neuroception. Can you help me understand? So you can go to the coach and ask these basic understanding things, and it should nail it. In my testing, does a really good job. You could ask it about pendulation. You could ask it about how to gently touch defensive activation. You could ask it about polyvagal theory stuff. And so let's briefly go over the answer. It refers to your body's unconscious ability to constantly scan your environment and even, internal sensations for cues of safety or danger. Yep. Without having to think about it. Nailed it. Automatically below conscious awareness. Beautiful. And then it gives a little metaphor. Safety radar. Cool. Would you like a short video? There you go. Nailed it. Let's see. Let's ask it something. So we have to ask it something that is within the realm of what I talk about, like on the podcast or in the Unstucking Academy. If we ask it about something that's highly specialized or unique, like the history of Catholicism, I don't know I have some information, but I haven't trained it on that, so it should not know that, and that would not be appropriate. If you ask it how to lose weight, if you ask it how to play the piano, all that stuff, I honestly don't know what would happen, but it's not trained on any of that stuff. So if it does answer it, it's very general information you would get from any other AI. and that would not be helpful. So stick to what I've trained it on and what you're here for. Let's ask it one more. What's pendulation? Do you think I can do that today? What I'm hoping it does is answer the question, but say that, you probably could do it, but it might not be a great idea. I'm hoping it says that. I don't know, because it's always different. Or the potential is always different because it treats everybody uniquely. All right, so it has a lesson on what pendulation is. It is an advanced self-regulation skill. Good job. It's not from polyvagal theory, though. That's not exactly true. The goal is to build your nervous system capacity. Good. Think of it like dipping your toe in a cold pool. Nailed it. All right, whether you're ready to try pendulation depends on how comfortable you feel with safety anchors. Yes. If you've practiced grounding, yes. Try a very gentle one, yes. If you're still building safety foundation, it's totally okay to wait and to focus on that first. There's no rush. So that was a good answer. It's still going to let you try it. And it can give you a step-by-step guide, one of my video practices. Or, this is a good one. How do I know if I'm ready? Sorry, I know this is supposed to be a tour, but I got kind of lost here. Hopefully you don't mind the detour from the tour. All right, so it says, that's a really thoughtful question. It shows great self-awareness. You're ready when you can reliably anchor yourself in a sense of safety. Good. Yes. You have a safety anchor. Good. You can notice mild discomfort. Awesome. When you feel a little activated, you're able to bring yourself back to a sense of safety. Yes. You're curious and willing to go slow. Nice. All right, so I'm not going to read it word for word, but really good answer for that individual. Let's take it one step further. How can I tell if I am getting dysregulated? This is a very specific thing. I'm not sure if I've trained it specifically on this. We'll see what it says here. I know I have this in my books, and I believe I have this in my video lessons, so it should give us a pretty good answer here. Physical sensations, not too shabby. Emotional shifts, sure. Thought patterns, yes. Behavioral, good. That's a good answer. Everyone sounds a little different. Yeah, that's not too shabby at all. All right, so you can chit chat with the coach in this way. Again, if you start asking it random things about how to compete in the Olympics, I don't know if that's going to be helpful at all. So stick with what I've trained it on, which is learning polyvagal theory, building safety, state activation, and gently connecting with defensive activation, including self-regulation skills. So that is what it looks like. We leave here. You can check your progress on various scores that you'll do over time. You can always look at the overall plan again and see what's coming up next. If you really wanted to and you're like dying to make more progress or learn faster, there's a learning library right here, which categorized by the 3 onboarding videos: learning the polyvagal theory in stage 1, building the strength of your safety state in stage 2, and then unstucking, utilizing self-regulation skills in stage 3. And there's also part of stage 2, there are these passive safety environment videos to help you create a passive safety environment, and so you can focus on those. Skills, practices, and meditations are all broken down or segmented here if you simply want to go and do a specific thing. Plus, this is wrong. I think the testing thing says explore more from Jenny. It should say Justin there. I think it got confused in the testing mode here. So plus there should be, it does give you other videos that don't exactly have a grouping, that don't fit neatly into the other ones, and this library will grow over time. So that's what the coach looks like and how to interact with it. I think that's it. Yeah, so every day it'll give you something new. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. If you just want the minimum, I'm doing basically what Jenny's doing, which is focusing, actually no, I'm not. In my own practice, I'm focusing on safety. And so it's giving me the stage 2 stuff, and I'm just rebuilding up my safety reservoir. That's my focus. And so every day it gives me the safety lessons, more mindfulness, a little bit more in depth than what Jenny's getting. And after that, I'll start working on my stage 3 stuff all over again. And for you, it should adapt to what you need. And if you want something else, just ask it and it'll give it to you.